Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, December 7th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the S&P. I apologize in advance for the people who watch both of my videos, but I'm very happy that you do, so thank you. Because I know I said this morning, but some people only watch the afternoon, so I'll just make it quick. I will not be here at least for the next 2 days. No trading, no videos. I have breast cancer that I'll be operated on tomorrow. Hoping it's just the surgery that I need, but if not, hopefully it's nothing more than radiation. We won't know until we get in there tomorrow. So I'm one of the lucky or unlucky 1% of men that get it. So at least I think we've caught it early, and we'll get it dealt with. So again, I won't be here at least the next 2 days. Probably being optimistic with that, but maybe I'll at least be able to sit in front of the screen next week at some point and do videos and just watch the market trading, because it's going to be my right side. It's going to be very hard for me to hit keys if I am able to trade without my right hand, right arm, because that's going to be affected as well. As far as the market today, we had something that's very rare. You can't get more balanced than what happened today. We have an inside day, we have unchanged value, and we have a perfect 13 for 13 point of control. You can't get any more balanced than that. Now that does not stop the one-time framing down the daily. I'm still going to keep the daily down right now. You want to go balanced or down to balance, that's fine. Because my thinking is if we take out today's high tomorrow, well, you're back to balance then if you're calling it balance, right? I'm sorry, if I'm calling it down. So let the buyers prove themselves to me. And if we take out today's low tomorrow, we're still down. That's how I look at it. It's subjective. I did not do a lot of trading today. I'm not a big fan of these days. A and B period were incredibly erratic, right? We had our range on the day was not that big. Most of it was done in A and B. And we went back and forth through them God knows how many times. So even though it was like a $3 range, it was like a $9 range the way they were moving back and forth. The other ones real quick, and then we'll get into what happened in the S&P. Now look at triple Qs. Qs took out yesterday's low. It's not an inside day. They do have a 13-foot wide POC. I don't count N, but they never took out their IB high or low. So two trend day down, still intact, just like for us. Russell does have an inside day like us. They just missed taking out yesterday's low. They end 11 wide, and H is an afternoon rally high. Q's also afternoon rally high in H. And us. Now, I did take one trade in A. I told the room my first trade would be if we were to push up against the overnight, a one lot, and then see what happens if we got up near value high. So that's basically what happened. I took a one lot at 50. I took another one at 54. It was against me for a while. When it came in, took them off for some money. I did not think I did, because I was hoping after it came, I was happy it came back to put me in the money, because I really thought we'd go up again and test value high at the time yesterday, half back, and maybe even dip out toe in and short it again. But I did not expect that flush. So, but that's what I did in A. The next trade I took was C period. I didn't do anything in B. I took C because it looked like C was going to finally pop the top. So I innovated a little bit and made something on that. What I should have done is a short in D. I did not expect us to go trend. I did not do that. E period. We came all the way down, couldn't take out the low. We had already taken out the overnight high and the IB high. So when we got back above the open, I took a long to go back to POC, because at that point, POC was starting to be perfect. And that was the last trade I did. Now, there are definitely some others I could have. H should have been a short, the way the market was trading. Now, again, we did take out the IB high, so there's nothing saying we can't go and get it again. But just the way the lack of tempo or anything, could have taken a one lot short and seen what happened if it went up there. And the only other one, I'm trying to think the other one I might have. Oh, L period. I told the room, if it makes a new low, I look to fade it, because I don't think there's any energy to get going to the downside. It never happened. I could have faded the edge. I'm more fade the extreme, which is a new low, and it went back. So, I mean, it was an okay day. Didn't make a lot, but, on the 3 trades I took, I made money on. Plus, my mind is a little preoccupied, obviously. As far as destinations, for the upside, 13 wide point of control of 393.73 in SPY. Afternoon rally high 394.59 of H. And then today's high 395.64. For the downside, 391.97. And you should have the rest that I gave yesterday. ES upside 38.50, 13 wide, perfect POC today. 51 is the afternoon rally high, H high, and 61.50 is today's high, right? Yes. Okay. And then on the downside, 24.25 is today's low, and should have, again, the rest of the downside. Now, before we get to the charts, real quick, both sides are going to claim victory today, right? The buyer's going to say, well, you couldn't even, for goodness sakes, look how many attempts you made to get yesterday's low, and you couldn't even get the overnight low, which was weak against the next weekly low. So they're going to say, boy, you were weak. And the bears are going to say, well, you can even get out of the lower distribution and even sniff the single prints. Who's right? Both sides are right. Okay? But the bottom line is sellers are in control on the daily. The longer time frames, monthly and weekly, are looking for more MGI because they're in balance. The daily is controlled by the bears. So we have an inside day. So when you come out of it tomorrow, you go with it and monitor it for continuation or lack of. Okay? I do think if we come out of it to the downside, the next weekly low should fall and 3,900 should be tested. How much more do they want out of that? Not sure. If we come out of the inside day to the upside, this will be taken back, and we should test possibly this day, yesterday's high. However, you do have 4,000 to deal with still, but at least you'd put the daily into a 3-day balance if you do that. So that's a bigger game plan for tomorrow if we take out the inside day. And then just quickly on the chart, I'll recap just the SPY since I'm not going to be here for at least a few days. The monthly is in balance. It looked above last month's high but didn't get anything. We are below this trend line, so that's somewhat of a concern where I think the rally is going to be capped. Same with the weekly. We're in balance though. Well, just like the monthly, we're balanced. Failed again at the lower highs and below the trend line from COVID low. Not COVID low. This year's low. And on the daily, we are down. One time framing down 4 days. Inside day does not stop that. The 20 and the 200s above us, the 50s starting to curl up. So the question is, do we test this gap and the 50? Or do we get a reprieve at around the 3,900, 390 level and then come out of balance or come back into balance to the upside? All remains to be seen. Again, thanks for your thoughts and prayers that everybody's been throwing at me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for liking and subscribing to this channel. Have a great night, and I'll speak to you as soon as I'm able to get back on this mic. Have a great night.